I never thought a casual joke could change everything. That night I was sitting on the couch, scrolling through my phone, while she came in from work. She plopped down next to me, smiling that mischievous smile I'd always loved. "So," she said, nudging me playfully, "I hung out with Mark today. You know, my best friend. He's still my favorite, don't get jealous." I laughed, tried to shrug it off. I knew she loved teasing me, and Mark had always been harmless, a guy she'd known since college. But something in the way she said it made my chest tighten, a tiny pang I couldn't ignore. "I'm not jealous," I said, forcing a grin, but I felt a flicker of unease. Over the next few weeks, that unease grew. She started spending more time with Mark, sometimes for work, sometimes just hanging out. She said nothing was going on. I wanted to believe her. I told myself I was imagining things. The late-night texts she didn't want me to see, the sudden laughter when she was on the phone, the way she always made sure Mark was mentioned almost constantly. Then came the messages. I saw them by accident. Just a notification on her phone when it lit up on the kitchen counter. It was him, not just friendly. "Can't wait to see you tonight," smirking face. My hands went cold. I dropped the dish I was washing and stared at the floor, heart hammering. I tried to ignore it at first, blamed my imagination, my insecurities. But the signs kept piling up. Missed calls she couldn't explain, moments where she would suddenly get quiet when I entered the room. Little excuses that didn't add up. I started replaying everything. The way she touched him casually at a party, the way she would light up when he texted her first, the way she seemed secretive. I remember one night sitting in bed, staring at the ceiling while she slept beside me. My mind wouldn't stop. Was it me? Did I push her away? Or was she cheating? The thought alone made me feel sick, but I couldn't let it go. I had to know. The next morning, I waited until she left for work and checked her messages. There it was, months of texts, hidden in a folder I didn't know existed. Flirty comments, intimate jokes, little confessions that she'd never said to me. And him, Mark, reciprocating every word. My chest tightened. My hands shook. I felt like I was suffocating. I confronted her that evening. I didn't yell. I didn't cry at first. I just laid the phone down between us, the screen still lit up with evidence. She froze, her mouth opening and closing, unable to speak. I can explain," she whispered, her eyes wide, panicked. "Explain?" I asked, voice low, almost shaking. "All this. And you thought I wouldn't notice? All the jokes, the teasing. You were serious." Her face crumpled. "It wasn't supposed to happen," she admitted. "I didn't mean to fall for him. I don't know. I felt something I shouldn't have. I felt my world collapse. Memories that once brought me joy now cut like knives. Our first vacation, the way she laughed at my dumb jokes, the quiet nights we shared on this very couch. All of it felt tainted. I realized trust doesn't come back easily once it's broken. We didn't scream. We didn't fight. We just sat there, the silence heavier than any argument. I could see her remorse, but it didn't erase the betrayal. I could see her guilt, but it didn't fix the wound. In the end, I made a choice, not out of anger, not out of spite, but for myself. I couldn't stay in a life where the woman I loved had divided her heart. I packed a bag and left our apartment that night, leaving a note on the counter. "I hope one day you understand the cost of losing trust. I need to find myself again." Walking away hurt more than anything I've ever felt, but it also gave me clarity. Love is beautiful, but it's fragile. When it's broken, the strongest thing you can do is stand on your own, even if it means leaving behind everything you thought you'd never let go. Months later, I still remember that joke she made about Mark, the one that started it all. I don't laugh anymore. I don't feel jealous. I feel cautious, guarded, and above all, alive in a way I hadn't realized I wasn't before. Betrayal teaches you something essential. The most important person in your life is yourself, and protecting that truth is worth every heartbreak along the way.